Hello again, it's part 3 of entertainment coordinating, and this one is going to be about defining your role, defining what your title is. You're an entertainment coordinator, meaning you book the entertainment for your event. But there's more to it. When you first start out, there's a very good chance that you're going to be the coordinator, the sound man, the stage director. You're going to have to be all of these things. But you don't always have to be. I mean, you can have help. And the best way is to have help, because entertainment coordinating as a whole is a group effort. It takes a group. It takes a lot of help, a lot of people just pulling together, whether it be with the equipment to start out, the sound system, or just helping you find other entertainers. So it's a group effort. But obviously, coordinating part is booking the entertainment. Now, if you're doing the sound, that's obvious too. You're doing the sound. So you got to know what is coming up next, what entertainers coming up next, what they need for equipment. What equipment did they bring? What equipment are they bringing is actually the biggest thing, because you need to know ahead of time. And if you are the coordinator and sound man, it's a little bit easier, because you can make notes. You can ask them when you book them, what are you bringing? What do you need? This is what we have for equipment. How can we make it work for you? You ask a lot of questions. But if you are not the sound man and you're just the coordinator's job is to ask those questions. The coordinator's job is also to get with the sound person ahead of time, far ahead of time, to make sure all the equipment will be there for that performance. You don't want any surprises, because at every event there's going to be enough surprises. There always is. And so you're the coordinator, you're the sound man, and if you're not, make sure you communicate. Then there is the stage manager, director. Now, obviously, again, we go back to the first. You're probably going to be wearing all these hats. But if you're not, the sound man is probably going to be your stage director also, which means he or she needs to know who's coming up next, what they need to make that performer's performance successful. So they're going to need to know how many microphones this person's going to need, how many plugins for the guitars, the keyboards, whatever instruments they're using. If they're using a CD player like I do, a lot of times I just have all my music on a media player and plug into the RCA jacks. And that's the easiest thing for a sound man, just plug it in. But the sound man needs to know. So needs to know what to set up next for the next performer, and to be prepared. Having said that, there is a certain speed. I like to keep the show flowing by only allowing 5 to 10 minutes between acts. It's kind of important to keep the show moving along, because if you let too much time go between acts, and you will lose the audience. They will get up and leave. They might leave the event, and they might just walk away and not enjoy the entertainment or enjoy the food booths that you are next to. But there's a good chance that if you have too much lag time, you're going to lose them. So you keep the show flowing, keep it high paced as far as the amount of time in between. Very little time in between. And that's where prepared stage manager, sound tech, and coordinator come in handy. Knowing what you're doing and just being ready. I mean, being prepared is the biggest thing, because, again, there will be things that happen that'll always be a surprise, because surprises happen at every event, and there's nothing you can do about it. You can be prepared. You can be the most prepared person in the world, and those still little things will surprise you. It happens to all of us. And so you got to learn to roll with the flow, roll with the punches. Just be prepared, knowing that little things will happen, and if you're ready for them, it's not going to be a big deal. So define your role. What are you at this event? Coordinator, sound tech, stage manager, or all of the above? Preparation is a major key in that.